to trust you and jump down. I'll keep my status quo up here, won't let anybody come near. I'll fix it on my own. 29 years I've been the same.
Hey everybody, welcome back to another edition of The Life of Cheryl and Chris. As you can see, I am riding solo today, as Cheryl is not with us again. This is Sunday, June the 11th, and we're on our way to pick up Tyree. I was surprised that she wasn't able to go today, but she said she had a sorority meeting at 6 o'clock. It's a little bit after 1:30 now, but by the time, usually this could take 3 hours sometimes to get over and back. So it would be pushing in, and she wants some time to rest today and you know, kind of get ready for her meeting. So personally, I don't like it. I hate when she keeps having sorority meetings on Sundays. I wish but you know, they were supposed to have it yesterday, but they you know, I forgot what it was, but they had to move it to Sunday. I hate though when they do it on Sundays, because it kind of is a pain in the backside. First of all, Sundays is already church usually, and then you know, then you have to worry about that, and then it's always we're having to take Ty or pick them up or drop them off. You know, Sundays is just a busy time right now to be. I try not to plan anything for Sunday but to do this, because you got to pick up the country boy Ty. So I do have my partner Copper's in here with me today. She went for a ride. Say hi, Cop. As you can see, she just kind of looked back like, yeah, whatever. But now she wants to come up here. Say hi to everybody. Sniffing. So she's going for a ride. She knows we're going to pick up Tyree, and so just kind of hold you like this. I can't really look at y'all too much straight on in the camera, so I have to kind of look at sideways while I'm driving, as it's kind of hard to hold this and you know, drive and pay attention. So I have to be real careful with this, and I probably won't hold this too long, because I don't have a stand for this. So I'm literally having to hold this camera, y'all, and drive one hand and hold it with the other and pay attention. Not the easiest to do. Always make sure you drive safely, y'all, when you're on the roads, and shouldn't really be driving like this either. But I wanted to get on for a few minutes and let y'all know that what was going on today. You probably should have seen Ty's graduation video by now. What y'all think about that? What a going on that was. Yes, what a going on that was. I'll kind of hold it like this. Use my stomach to kind of elevate it. Yes, I know. My teeth look horrible, y'all, since I lost that. Since that one on the front chipped and it cracked and fell off. Whew, I hate it. So I'm going to have to go ahead and, shit, makes me look really, makes me look really redneckish. Ugh, I ain't even using that word. But anyways, I will get over here today and pick up Ty, see what's going on with him. I don't guess his mom will say too much about it. You know, we didn't drop Ty off until like Tuesday last week. It ain't even been a week since we last dropped him off. Been 5 days. But you know what? You know, we're trying to get Ty transition more on this end anyways. So probably could push it to Mondays, but you know, Tuesdays is she don't like that. We're not on a set schedule no more. As of last week, we were on a joint custody. That has ended. I'm no longer obligated for anything now. Now I just support my son financially because it's the right thing to do as a parent, not because it's court ordered or because I have to, and I didn't mind. I didn't have no problem my son getting his benefits since his mother and I had been divorced these past years. But I tell you one thing. I really hate it, y'all. And I say this, I'm probably going out on a limb and saying this, but I really hate it because I was paying quite a bit each month to Ty's mom, and Ty doesn't even have the things he really needs right now, like clothes. We got to get him looking better as clothes. Because he's still, the clothes he's got right now, they're all right around the house, but they're not good for going out and about. He needs some nice shirts. He needs some, maybe like some khakis or some dress pants and some decent shorts for college. He's also going to need a laptop. He don't even have that. And I had been telling his mother years ago, when Ty was out of the brick and mortar, when COVID came and they started doing this at-home schooling, virtual schooling they call it. He was with Colleen. He went to good Lord, I can't remember the name of it. That's terrible, isn't it? But it was the Colleen High School. and then they started doing virtual, right? Because everybody had to do it for COVID. Well, so after COVID was kind of getting relieved, they started letting people go back. Ty didn't really want to go back. He liked it. So then his school offered a certain amount of students could stay on at-home schooling if their grades were, acceptable and they were doing well. They could elect to stay home and do schooling. But Ty never filled out the paperwork and forgot it and was just sitting in his room, and his mom finally signed it, but it was too late. So he was one of the ones that could not be at home no more doing his school. So means he had to go back to brick and mortar. Well, he didn't want to do that. So Ty and me discussed it, and Ty said, look, Dad, I like doing this at home thing. I want to stay, of course I want to stay in school, but he didn't want to go back to brick and mortar. He wasn't, Ty wasn't getting much out of being in the classroom setting like some kids really like. He didn't care for that. Truth be known, Ty doesn't have a whole lot of friends, if any. He might have some virtual friends, but he's never had that opportunity to really get out and socialize. One, because his mother used to shelter him a lot. We are just now trying to get Ty to start enjoying his surroundings. To start, he's kind of a late bloomer, y'all, for a teenager, okay? Let's just put it that way. And and sometimes Ty's still a kid at heart, and I let him be, because he missed out on that. He missed out. So it's very complicated when it comes to Ty. Very complicated how things were done. And I put the blame on his mother. I really do. I put the blame on her. Because it was, she has chose these paths. So I worked with Ty when he went on homeschooling, because his mom, Kay, she wouldn't even work with Ty. She was focused about work. And if Ty was failing, it wasn't a big deal to her. She didn't want to take repercussions for that. What can I do about it? Yes, you can make him do his schoolwork. You have to stay on him. Yes, you can punish him. Take away the video games. Take away what matters most to them. This is like when I was failing one time because I got lazy. I got too much time into my games. And I failed Spanish or whatever it was. And I lost my privileges to the Nintendos and whatever the systems we had, Ataris, for like 6 weeks. Well, I'm going to tell y'all, after 6 weeks of not being able to play all my games, including weekends, you start caring, you start worrying a little bit more about your schoolwork. Trust me. You start realizing, oh, can't enjoy the stuff I really like unless I take care of the stuff that I need to be more concerned about. So, so even when Ty went on virtual, stayed on at-home school, and I enrolled him with the HISD school systems program called Texas Connections Academy of HISD, TCAH, which you just graduated from, and y'all saw the video with Houston Independent School District. He liked it, and Ty excelled. His grades came up, but do you know why his grades were straight A's? And his grade point average went up, considerably? I mean, the boy walked, within the top 15% of his class. He was in that top 10% of the 15. There was only 5% above him, and then the other 10% they did. So the top 15 total. He was right in that 10% area. Yeah. That's because of me. Because I stayed on Ty. And I made him understand I'm not going to accept anything less than an A. I know some of y'all like, that's kind of extreme. We live in an extreme world, y'all. And sometimes you have to...
Text message from 52,127.
Sometimes you have to be extreme parent when it has extreme things such as schooling. I'm very anal about schooling, y'all. For real. I just don't play with that. That's very important, and my mother instilled that in me, and I guess I've just been I guess that's just been carried on ever since I was in school. One thing my mother always believed in: education. Education, y'all. She was a big supporter of that. And it got me, it really benefited. Because the one time I didn't want to stay in school, I challenged her, like my last year of school, I just got tired of it. And she really, virtually, I say virtually, not physically, cracked that whip on me. And I got myself in the gear again and whipped out them grades I need to do. And I was so happy I did because of her determination to say, oh no, you're not dropping out of school. You're not going to just quit. Just because I was 18. Because at 18, you don't need a parent's permission to check yourself out of school. But, so I stayed on Ty's time. I've been through a lot of tough time with him and his schooling to make sure. And I worked hard with him so that he would continue to strive to keep them A's, and he did it. And hopefully he'll do the same in college. I feel like he will. I feel like he will. But that's just something that we'll have to take, semester by semester. It's all I can do. So, but like I said, I gave his mother so much, she got a lot of money each month. Support was a lot, y'all. I'm not going to go in to tell you how much was, but let's just say the average child support is 20%, okay? 20% of a person's income. That is the going rate. 20% of your income. In my situation, it was 50%. And a lot of y'all know that already. If you know the type of setup I'm on with how I get my money, he automatically gets 50%. So there was no need for her to say, oh, I don't get enough money to take care of him. Ty could have been eating steak dinners every night if that's what he wanted. So when we enrolled him in Connections Academy, she would not buy Ty a laptop. What high school kid who's going to do schoolwork virtually, do schooling, but doesn't feel like they need to have a laptop to do that? So we end up having to let him use our laptops. And then he used her computer, I guess, when he was over there for his week, because we would alternate the weeks. 1 week here, 1 week there, kind of like we still are now. Well, so he had pretty much commandeered my laptop, and unfortunately, it doesn't run the way it should anymore. I got so many issues ever since I got a hold of it. And I know that each and every time I do these editing on videos, the software is slow. I got a lot of issues dealing with it. I actually need a new laptop myself now because, like I say, he kind of wore it down. It is what it is. But she should have bought him one, and she refused to do it. Christmas would come, I would think, oh, maybe she'll get him one. Nope. Birthdays. Nope. You know, she never spent none of that money on him. Where do... Oh, y'all, I know this is a griping Sunday, it seems like, but I'm just thinking about all the mess that I've had to go through. And I'm saying that because when he graduated, it was a very emotional time for me. Inside, I was very emotional because in my mind, I thought about how much I had to go through. A lot of hell dealing with his mother, you know? and let's be real. I know that, you know, this is life, y'all. And just because we're on camera with y'all and we share our lives with you, that's what we're here. That's what our slogan is. We're sharing our lives with you. Just like any normal family. I'm pretty sure that some of y'all out here that are watching this, maybe you got the same situation or you have been through the same situation. Maybe one of y'all have been divorced and you have custody of your child. Plenty of people out there have to deal with their ex-wives or their ex-husbands. And y'all know how it can get. Arguing and fighting. And usually it's always one aggressor that uses the child as a pawn. So every time they don't get their way, or every time they get upset or pissed off with you, they take it out on the child, or they penalize you using the child. And that is what I had to go through a lot. I went through a lot of mental abuse with Kay over Tyree. Y'all just don't know. I'm glad that stronghold is over with. I dealt with it for many years, y'all. And there was times that it caused some rift between me and Cheryl. You know, this is life, y'all. This is real stuff that goes on. You know? I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I can get pissed off just like anybody else can. I may not, if I'm having a bad day, I don't try to come on here and share that with y'all. But behind the scenes, there are days that I'm not happy about a lot of stuff either. You know, some days I'm in a lot of pain. I'm hurting. You know, I don't feel like being jacked with. Some days I don't even feel like messing with the camera. I don't even want to be doing shows because I'm tired. I'm frustrated. But I know that I set out on a journey, and that journey was to chronologue and vlog my life with y'all. And I try to stick to that. And so there are a lot of days that I have to push myself to pick up the camera and start doing some content video. Because if we want to make the channel grow, we got to keep putting out content for y'all. And we got into this because, you know, we're hoping that eventually one day we can at least get monetized and maybe make a little something for our time and effort. Y'all, I spent 6 hours yesterday putting up 2 videos for y'all.
Subscribe now.
The episode number 126 and episode 127 that just posted. And of course, you've probably seen the graduation, which is 128. But at the time I've not posted. At the time of this video right now, the graduation video has not yet been posted. I haven't even begun editing. That's the next one I got to do this week. But y'all, I put a lot of time and a lot of hours sitting at the computer, dealing with a slow-ass computer, by the way. Sometimes it shuts down on me. Does a lot of crazy stuff since Ty wore it out doing his school in the last couple of years on it at the house, and it just is not the same like it used to be. But anyways, that's what my day is. I'm on my way to pick Ty up. I'm on I-35 now. Not quite in Temple yet, but we're getting there. So I'll be there at his place in about another 35 minutes or so. And I'll be back on when he comes back so y'all can see how his week went. And get our Sunday moving along. And just like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all, can y'all do us that favor? If you're watching it right now and maybe you haven't been subscribed yet, can you do us a favor and subscribe? Really, seriously, help appreciate our hard work on this channel by subscribing. Support our channel. Take time to see what's going on with us. Because we put a lot of hard work into this, y'all. And it's hard. We're older folks, we're disabled, and it's sometimes it's tough on us to do these things. But we do it because we just like to give entertainment and also get to know y'all a little bit better. All right, so when we come back, Tom should be in the truck. So don't go nowhere. we're back.
Hello, everybody.
There is the infamous Ty.
I'm finally here. I'm back. How you doing?
So, Ty, how was your week?
The week's been pretty low-key, pretty calm. No, not really much happening, but I'm doing all right. I'm doing okay. Happy to be back.
Our old beefaroni boy.
What do you mean beefaroni?
Because he likes hot dogs. Beefaroni.
Well, that sounds delicious, like a hot, steamy, beefy weenie. Topped with ketchup, of course.
Oh, yes, don't forget the ketchup. I prefer mine with mayo.
Yes, how do you like your hot dogs? Leave a comment down below.
So, we went ahead and did pick up some dinner because I know that Mama's going to be going to her meeting in another hour and a half. She said it's supposed to be an hour long, so she said at 7 o'clock, if they're not done, she said she's going to disconnect them and go about her business. So we'll probably eat dinner around 7, which is fine. I guess there's enough time to come in the house, and Tom and I probably go to the office so we can cool down.
I'll just relax back there until we get ready to eat dinner.
Yeah, and then there'll be time we can turn on air conditioners and stuff too. So it'll be all right because y'all, it's been hot. It's 95 degrees outside. I don't know how. I know Cheryl got to be hot in there. We've been, last summer we've been. Our electric bills were $300 and $400, y'all, and we just don't have it like that this year. So the way our electricity plan is, the way they do it here, they give you option of having free nights. So from 8 o'clock p.m. to 6 o'clock in the morning, whatever you use, they don't charge you for that. So if you run your air conditioner from 8 p.m. to 6 in the morning next morning, every day, 8 to 6 in the morning, no matter what we do, whether we run our washers, our dryers, whatever it is during the night, mainly we just run our air conditioners. We don't get charged for it. And then at 6 a.m., we go on what they call solar. It's free nights and solar days. So now we're on the solar part of the electricity during the days, and it's supposed to be cheaper doing like the solar days and free nights, but even though we get free nights like that, y'all, the light bill still be $200-$300. It seems almost like between almost $300 anyway. So we decided not to run our air conditioners, so we kind of don't run them during the daytime. So whatever we cool down in the house overnight, we have to kind of maintain that. We do keep one air conditioner running in the back part of the house because we have sensitive electronic equipment that cannot be, we definitely would have a problem this kind of weather if there was no air conditioning going on. So we have no choice but to keep one on, and that runs during the day and night. So unfortunately, there's no way around that. But as far as the rest of the house, we just kind of got to suffer it out. Thank God it's in my office where we have to have keep it what they call room. It's got to be under climate control.
Yeah.
It's in my office, so that's where me and him go. And Cheryl said, "Ooh, it was kind of hot on her. She had to come with the car." She's like, I said, "Why don't you go sit down in the recliner in my office? Cool down. It's a big difference in that world in there."
Oh, yeah.
And she said she probably would. I said, "Get in the recliner, kick your legs out." She had been complaining about her having some swelling and stuff. And in the summertime, that's very common. You know, if you're bloated and you're hot and you're not drinking enough fluids, it can happen. I know Copper loves going places because she gets the air conditioning.
Yeah.
So when I get home, I'll put on my lighter clothes, my night short, because they're lighter than this, and then I'll get everything set up back there, and we'll chill out back there, literally chill out until it's time for dinner. And by that time, we already cranking up the air conditioning inside my bedroom and in the living room, and then Tom put his on in his room before bedtime, where it can cool down in there as well.
Yeah.
The one thing I'm thinking about looking at is called blackout. It's a blackout your windows, and I'm thinking about putting some of that in some of the windows to help kind of keep the sun from coming in, heating up the inside so much. So I have to look on Amazon, and it's basically like window tint. It's window tint that you use on the inside of your house, and that keeps that harmful sun rays from coming in, and it's supposed to keep your house 15 degrees cooler inside. So if it's 90 in your house, it would only be 75 or 80. A lot better than 95 inside.
Oh yeah, by a long shot.
So our summers here in Texas, especially right here in Central Texas, it's extremely hot, y'all. If you are considering relocating or moving to Texas for whatever reason, whether it's military, whether it's job related, family related, or you just want to change the scenery, you better know what you're getting into before you come here.
These summers are hot.
Because anywhere in the South is hot. But I'm just telling you here, typically we get up to 110 here, plus the heat index. So it can feel like 120-something degrees outside in the middle of summer. And if you're not used to that, and you live up somewhere in the north or off the East Coast, and you have to transfer here, you're in for a hell of a change. Trust me, I know.
This is the weather here. It's just, weather here always changes. One moment it's scorching hot, the next thing you know it's raining.
When we moved to Texas, it was a culture shock for us. We weren't used to this heat. We were not acclimated to it at the time, and we almost died in the 79 and 80 when we had the heat wave here. Woo! I'll never forget it, y'all. We were 110, 115 for 90 days straight here. That was the heat wave. Look it up. You can check it out. It happened in 1980. June, July, August, we were cooking here. It was the heat wave of the South, and it was horrible. People were dying. Heat exhaustion was up to the roof. They couldn't keep the demand for electricity because everybody was trying to run air conditioning. People were trying to stay cool. The dogs were passing out. Y'all, we get hot here. Just telling you. We're just like Arizona. If you're not used to that kind of weather or you don't want to deal with it, this ain't the place for you to come to. But I've been here almost my entire life, with the exception of...
Sounds like gas.
No, that's a skunk, honey.
It smells just as bad.
Ooh, yeah, we just passed a roadkill or something, y'all, and it's tremendously smelly. That's what happens when it's hot outside, too. You smell everything. So... No, it wasn't her.
No, I know she's smelling it too. Looking back to see her.
So here's the thing, y'all. I don't even know what I was saying anymore, but
The heat wave did?
Yeah, it's been hot. So they're telling us we're going to be hot again like that this year. So Ty and I probably won't be doing a whole lot outside activities until it's like after 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
When it kind of cool, that's when we'll either go to the store, because this stays daylight here now till like almost 9 o'clock, like 8:30 now. The sun is set. It's not even supposed to go down until like 8:33 tonight. So, and that's still 4 more hours.
Well, that definitely gives it time to see.
And this is today's June 11th. On Juneteenth, the 19th is the longest day of the year for us. June 19th is our longest day in Texas, that is. I guess it would probably be, well, yeah, because we're closer to the equator than anybody else would be. So Texas is down. It's the longest day for Central Texas and below. So what does that mean? It means we would not get dark. That's where we peak out with the summer solace, and come close to the equator, which means that the sun probably will not go down to sometime close to 9 on the dot or even after. So that day will be extraordinary. It's It's just the way it is here. We hit it, and then it starts going back the other way until you get all the way to the end of summer and whatever. It starts creeping back down. It'll be a while, though, you know.
Sunlight. A lot of heat.
Yes. So, anyways, we are heading home. We're going to cool off. We're not that far from the house. And, got a rough week ahead of us. Tomorrow is a show day. And then, really, I don't have that much planned for tomorrow. Tuesday, I have a doctor appointment.
Yeah, that ought to be fun.
Wednesday, Ty and I are going to try to finish up what we got to do in the office, which is put the desk together and stuff like that. Thursday, we have grocery shopping.
Our favorite.
And Friday, Friday we'll probably like clean the truck up. Sit in the truck and we'll sit in the truck and go through these compartments. And then Saturday, we may go up to take the cars to get detailed, the outside, and then clean all the inside out. Sunday will be Father's Day. It'll be a day of just relaxing. Probably play video games and stuff. And then Monday, after show, we'll probably take him in. If he wants to go, if not, he can stay another day to Tuesday. Because like I was telling y'all earlier in the video, Ty is no longer on a set schedule. There is no more court order papers anymore. He is on his own reconnaissance as far as that goes. So it's really just basically up between us. So it doesn't matter. It's really up to Ty then.
Well, I guess if I had to choose, I guess I would leave it up to what we have. Like, if we're busy on something and we need to recuperate, or we're going to go ahead and do something Monday, then I'd probably stay another day. I think that's how I want to go with that.
Yeah. Well,
I usually pack extra for it regardless. So.
Well, I don't want to get into this. I'm going to want to find an ending spot because I got to still talk to Ty about something, and that's kind of has to do with what we're doing now, anyways. But anyways, guys, listen, Ty, tell them what they need to do.
All right, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the life of Cheryl and Chris. Help show your support to Care Bears, and leave a comment down below. Tell us what you think of the video.
All right, guys, listen, we're going to get out of here. Take care. More uploads coming, so don't go anywhere. Keep your subscribe button subscribed, and we'll see you on the next video. And as Mama Cheryl always says,
we are the Cares. And
Karen is sharing, and we're sharing our lives with you. Bye, everybody.
Take care, everybody.